It was another thriller that came down to the final minutes, but the Seahawks get the win, beating the Dallas Cowboys 38-31, improving to 3-0 on the season. What's going on, 12's Jackie Montgomery with your Game 3 recap. Well, it was pretty at times and it was ugly at times, but in the end, the Seahawks get the W 38-31 over the Dallas Cowboys.
Another just a terrific ball game for the fans. If they were here, they would have gone crazy. I hope at home they went crazy again, and it's got to keep hanging with us. Ain't over till it's over. Another incredible showing by the offense. I just thought they did a fantastic job today. Russ has just been so sharp and able to maintain his poise throughout, with some rush today. This is a good rushing crew, and he found his receivers. He made some plays, made some great throws, and the receivers came through. Tyler Lockett had just a career game today, just catching touchdown passes everywhere. So we just got to get better. We're grateful to be 3-0, and realize that not very many teams get to do that right now. So we're going to just try to keep pecking away at it.
Russell Wilson served up another impressive performance. He completed 27 of his 40 passes for 315 yards and another 5 touchdowns. 3 of those TD passes in the first half alone.
He's a great player. He's a great player. He's got extremely qualified guys catching the ball. Greg had some big plays, and DK had huge plays, 100-and-something yards today. And Tyler, he's just got really good football players to work with, and he trusts them. He believes in them. He knows the system. He's taking advantage of, a whole array of things that we're doing, all different kinds of styles of throws and movements and all that. He's just on it. This is just, you're watching a great football player do what he does best, and I'm just really excited about what happens next time we go out.
Wide receiver Tyler Lockett had himself a day. He was the recipient of all 3 of those touchdown passes in the first half. He finished with 100 yards on 9 catches.
We've had that great, amazing connection for a long time, and he's made so many special plays, has shown up in so many different ways. He got behind the defense in the first one, and then he made 2 great ones down the road. So, yeah, he's everything you'd want in a receiver, man. He's so focused. He's so dialed in every day. He loves the game. He loves his teammates. He plays it the right way. And I'm grateful that he's on our team, that's for sure.
It was a big game out there, man. I think Dallas did a great job in being able to hold us from a lot of the big plays. But I think we just figured out how to be efficient. We realized that they were taking away the big plays, so we had to figure out how to convert on third downs. I think the hardest part for us was the first and second game. We haven't really been a good team at converting the third downs. And even on that last drive, we had to figure out a way. And Greg was able to get that first down on 4th and 3. And I think that's what continues to keep the drive alive. And that's what allows us to be able to build and also be able to have explosive plays. I think also the line did a tremendous job on that last play that we were able to hit DK across the field. And I think it's just the little things that allows us to be successful as a whole unit.
Second-year player DK Metcalf had a huge learning moment in the first quarter when a would-be 62-yard touchdown catch was punched out through the end zone, resulting in a Cowboys touchback. But Metcalf redeemed himself late in the game, scoring the game-winning touchdown.
I told him, I said, listen, there's another opportunity. When it comes your way, you're going to make the play. Just speaking life into it, just knowing that something great's going to happen. Sure enough, he makes the game-winning touchdown, which, worked out for us.
The fact that he came back, of course he did. He's such a great competitor. He's not going to let something like that hold him down. He's pissed. It's like everybody else, but he bounced right back in the end. There he was, available for the game winner, and made the play.
The defense came up with some big plays throughout the day, including a Shaquille Griffin interception and a Jaron Reed sack fumble. But they also gave up a lot of yards that allowed the Cowboys to crawl back into the game.
Just going back to having to finish. I feel like we still got to figure that out as soon as possible. The same way we start, which we're starting fast. We got to be able to finish fast. It's always good to come up with a W. That's the main thing we need to do is win. But I feel like we shouldn't have to finish like that every single game, especially the way the offense is playing. They're playing, they're doing an awesome job so far, and they give us a couple leads, and we got to learn how to keep it or make the lead even better. So that's something that we got to continue to focus on. But I'm super proud of the team, showing the grit that they have to be able to come out and finish the game.
It's not something I'm accustomed to. It's not something that I'm going to be accustomed to. We'll make the changes. We just need to get off the field. We need to make our plays. I think that's really it. We just need to, be a little bit more locked in, be a little bit more sound, and make our plays when they come to us and get off the field. I think we're hurting ourselves in a lot of facets, and we got to get that out of our ball.
In the final defensive series with the game on the line, the Seahawks saw a lot of big plays come from unexpected heroes. Shaquem Griffin had a huge pass breakup, rookie Alton Robinson recorded his first career sack, and cornerback Ryan Neal with the interception in the end zone to seal the win for the Seahawks. Griffin and Neal were activated from the practice squad just the day before the game.
Really cool to see those guys step up and make plays, especially Ryan and Shaquem. Because they weren't even dressing last week, and I think Alton didn't either. And those guys came and they were ready to play, and Alton was able to get a sack. Shaquem had some great tackles and great finishes, and obviously Neal had the pick to kind of seal the game. So, I always appreciate and I'm grateful for their focus because without that, those plays aren't made. So, it speaks loud to those guys locking in and being ready when their number's called and stepping up and making plays.
While the Seahawks would prefer to win the games in a more comfortable fashion, the team showed they have the character and grit needed to pull out wins when their back is against the wall.
I'd rather win by a lot, but I don't mind. I don't mind winning either way. Win is a win, and I love winning. I love winning. And it's a process. It's a journey. No matter what we face, we always feel like we can find a way to win the game, and find a way. Just do right, and just stay in the midst of it. And we've been able to do that. I think you got to be clutch too. This game is so challenging every day. You're not going to beat, every team by a lot. It's just so challenging because there's so many great players on the other side and this and that. And so, you just got to remain steady, remain the course, stay in the course, and know that when the game gets tight, knowing that we've had a lot of great experience at it. We've done it many times, and we're going to do it again.
Well, unfortunately, injuries took a huge toll on the Seahawks. Several key players left the game, including starting right guard Damian Lewis, Chris Carson, and safety Jamal Adams. Of course, we'll have updates when we hear from Coach on Monday. Well, to wrap it up, the Seahawks get the win 38-31, improving to 3-0 on the season. Next up, they go across country to take on the Miami Dolphins in Week 4.